Good morning. We're back here at the property. It's just before 7 a.m. Looks like a great day. Here's everything I knocked down yesterday. I'm gonna work on this section now. Let's see how much I can do today. Yesterday I did order a brush hog. It's gonna take about a week or so to get here, so maybe next week I'll have it and start using that. And it's not I got my days off. Today is Wednesday, July 15th. Let's see if I can get all this tall grass knocked down right here. There's kind of already like a line that I've already done here, and see how far back I can go. So I'm gonna get started. So I got a lot done today. Let me show you, walk over to the section that I did. So give me a sec, let me flip the camera around. All right, this is the section that I did. Started right here, worked my way back, did that back end over there, brought it all along this line right here till right here, and all of this. Then as I was trimming, I was getting close to this, thinking it was another just volunteer tree that's basically worthless, but it's a mesquite tree. So I will be keeping it here on the property as one of my native trees that I don't have to purchase or plant on my own. Came here on its, grew here on its own. It does have a wasp's nest, however. You can see it right there. So tomorrow I'll come prepared to knock it down. And then looking at all those branches on the bottom, looks like there's four or five shooting out from the bottom. I'll probably take out two, leave the two strong ones, and hopefully allow it to shoot straight up versus what a typical mesquite does. It goes up and then it goes left and right and back down. I don't want that. I want a nice looking mesquite tree. So let me take you for a quick walk. Today is a beautiful morning. And this is all stuff that I've done. Looks like I forgot to knock those two. Unless I did, but they just stayed, nope, they're still in the ground. So I'll get those knocked down tomorrow. Because those suckers grow tall, over 6 feet tall. And there's another one right there that didn't knock down. Anywho, walking through the sections that I've done the past couple of days. I'm trying to clear this field. I did order a brush hog. There was a sale. I think it was like $300 or $400 off. It was a like a 4th of July sale that's still going on until the 16th. So I got it yesterday, and not sure when it comes in yet. I'll double check. I'll check on my emails and see when it gets shipped out. But here, this is the edge of my property. See, it goes all the way up to that white post right there. So the edge of my property. So somebody already bought this section. This is also a 5-acre tract. There's another one. There's a total of 6. I have tract number 1. Mine is not the straight track. My track looks like a triangle. And the reason why I chose the one I chose, because the front entrance is super wide. Just over 800 yards. Is it 800 yards? Or is it 800 feet? Anyways, it's long. It's long. So you can see, like, I got a ton of work to do to get all this stuff knocked down. And I mean, can I rent a tractor to come out? Oh shoot, sprained my ankle. You know, can I rent a tractor or somebody to come out here and till the land and do this? I probably could, man, but that's, I don't know. That's gonna be, I don't even know. I haven't even priced it, so I have no clue how much that costs. I would assume a couple $100. I know to rent the machines, that's a couple $100 for the day, and it's not even 24 hours. Unfortunately, it's like day, like 8 in the morning to 8 p.m. That's it. Well, down here where I'm at, anyways. See, back here looks a lot nicer. Not as, the weeds and are not as high back here. So I'm gonna try and show you what the reservoir looks like, and maybe walk on top so you can see exactly what the property looks like from a higher standpoint if I can get up there. So be right back. All right, we're nearing the edge of the property, and here is my marker to represent the back end. So you can see that's far, and oh my gosh, there's a lot of mosquitoes and gnats. Now, I'm not sure if I can get up there, but I'm gonna try. So be right back. Yeah, so unfortunately I can't get up there. Way too dense. I don't know what I'm stepping on or stepping in, and I'm wearing tennis shoes. I don't have boots on. So I don't think there's any rattlesnakes out here. There are snakes. I've seen them. Seen the indigos, corn snakes, rat snakes. Have not seen a rattlesnake. That doesn't mean they're not here. I just thankfully have not seen one. So, and sometimes I'm kind of weary when I'm walking through the dense vegetation as I'm trimming. I have my headset on, you know, number one, to cancel out the noise from the trimmer, and number two, I'm listening to music or got a podcast going, you know, trying to learn something, get educated on something. So I will say that I am being as extremely visually vigilant as I can be, so I don't accidentally step on a snake or come close to a snake. Well, a rattlesnake. I don't care about the other ones. They're not going to do anything. They're going to run away. As a matter of fact, I'll probably grab it and show you all. But yeah, rattlesnakes, yeah, not happening. I'm not messing with those guys. I'll leave them alone. Let them move on. Now, will I eliminate it? I don't know. I don't think so. Not now anyways. When it comes time that we move in, we get the house built, then that's another story, because I have dogs that will be running the whole property. I will have chickens. You know, I don't know what other kind of animals I'm gonna have. Maybe rabbits. Maybe a sheep or two. I don't know yet. I'll cross that bridge when I get there, but that'll be years from now. So I'm not gonna worry too much on that right now. Right now, the main concern is getting this field cleared out. See if I can get all the weeds killed off with something like Roundup. I don't mind the grass staying. I would like the grass to stay. But yeah, all these sunflowers that you see here, all the sunflowers, all those other weeds, I forget what they're called. There's so many of them. Yeah, I want to get rid of all that. So now I'm going to show you how wide the property is. There's actually a road right here. I'm not going to say the name of the road because it's not important. Those of you that know how to use metadata might be able to find out where I'm at. I honestly don't care. I've got nothing anyways. There's nothing you can do to me. So here's the end marker. That's it. Walk from all the way back there. So awesome. Love it. Since I was a kid, I've always wanted big property. There was another location I was looking at that was by the Arroyo Colorado River, and there was a section of property. They had four or five tracks there. I can't remember right now, but they had several tracks there. Very skinny. I didn't like how skinny they were. And I went to inquire about them, and they had the tracks between 99.9, so that's 99,900 to 124,900. Just depends on which track it was. I was looking at the track at the very end for 99.9. Well, I already had my deposit money ready because it's owner financed, and I went to leave the deposit, drop off the deposit, and then I asked the question, hey, what are the restrictions here? You know, can I have poultry? Can I have, chickens, turkeys, ducks, any type of fowl that I want? You know, if I want a cow, can I get a cow? If I want a horse or goats, can I get a horse or goats? Which I would never get a horse. I have no idea what I would be doing with a horse. And the guy's like, let me find out. So he comes back and he says, let me get that information over to you. All the restrictions are not finalized. So I was like, all right, cool, but bummer. And yeah, they got back to me probably weeks later, and that's because I kept pestering them, because I had the money in hand for the down payment. I was excited. That was a location where I would go fishing because there's an opening in one of the areas that you can drive into that field, and you can walk to the bank and fish the Colorado River, and you pull out trout and reds, because that section of the river goes into the Laguna Madre. So if anybody knows about fishing, the Laguna Madre is an amazing place to go fishing. So I'm coming up to the edge of my property, but I'm not seeing the marker. Somebody came in here and made a mess. I'm not happy about that. Not sure what the heck was going on here. That was a big machine though. So they must have parked the machine here. Yeah, they were doing something here because there's a pile of dirt. Pile of dirt right there. Which I don't know why. But they came in. Yeah, whoever was here came in through back here. And they drove up the road right there. But I'm trying to find my marker for the end here. I wonder if they ran it over. Somewhere here. I don't think it's this. Oh, yep, there it is right there. There's the, I'm sorry, I'm not even pointing in the right place. Marker is right there. Let's check it out. Let me get in here. Keep an eye on where I'm walking. But yep, here's the marker. Here's the marker. So from here all the way down to where my truck is at, you can see the white post right there, right by my truck. Yeah, super wide. Love it. Love it. Gives me lots of options. And this is the site where I'm going to put the citrus grove. Now let me get out of here. And holy smokes, there's a lot of mosquitoes. That's because I sprayed myself with DEET, but I guess the DEET is wearing off since I'm sweating so much. But let me walk over here a bit further. And then this road right here, you continue up this road, it turns right. The road goes all the way to the end till about, let me see, let me zoom in so you can see. Where's my hand there? Goes to about right there or so. Whoops, sorry about that. Yeah, it goes to about right there. And then it turns left. And that's the reservoir. All of that in there, monster reservoir. Super huge. And then here is an entrance. Oh, it's such a mess. I'm gonna have to keep this place clean because people are gonna come out here. And you know people come out here to fish. Hopefully that's what they're doing. They're fishing, they're not doing any other shenanigans. But yeah, see, I got the trash out here. So I will tell you how this is gonna stop at some point. But yep. Here's the reservoir. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. This is my backyard. Can absolutely fish it. Yeah, so I'll be fishing here, hopefully be pulling up catfish for dinner, hopefully some alligator gar. That'd be an amazing dinner. And if there's tilapia in here, I'm all for it, dude. Go for it. Anyways, this is what it looks like. Let me show you, give you the scenery from the top here. You can't see too much, but yeah, that's the scenery of my property. My property, like I said, it's like a triangle, like this to that edge over there, and then straight back. So it's a triangle. I'll be putting the citrus grove somewhere right here in this area, and then some berries over in this area. I know it doesn't look like I'm pointing in the right area, but it's, let me see. Okay, about right there, my berry grove, and then probably a little bit in front of the berry grove, I'll have my orchard with grapes, 2 or 3 rows, not too many. It's just gonna be for me and my family, and I'll share with the extended family and with friends. Just when everything's ready to be harvested, I'll just tell them to come over and pick whatever they want. You know, but look, there's the marker. Ah, where are you? Oh, there you are. There you are. There's my marker, starting right here. Now let's walk it. See how long it takes me to get over there. And oh, getting bit by the mosquitoes. Yeah, so the embankment right there. There's going to be some sections in the end over there that I'll be trimming out, getting ready so they can be my fishing spots. I'll probably have 2 or 3 that I dedicate for my fishing spots. Hopefully I don't get people to come in here, but I mean, I'm going to fence it up, so I'll have my portion. So I'll have my section fenced out so they won't be able to get into my property. I'll probably, like I said, I want to do that side first. That long end. Hopefully I can get that one done by the end of the year. And then I'll work on the front part of the fence. If I can do it by the end of the year, that'd be amazing. But if not, the first quarter of next year of 27. And then I'll work on that long one, because that's going to be the longest side, of something like 900 yards. I keep saying yards. I need to double check. I'll double check the property. Anyways, yep, still walking, and I haven't even gotten to the post yet. But yeah, you'll be able to see. You see where all the tall vegetation is. Pretty soon, you're going to see where I finished out. And then that tree right there, like, I'm curious what that tree is. I should be able to get to that tree tomorrow. See if that one stays or if it goes. I like the way it looks. I don't know. We'll see what it is. Yep, there's the mesquite tree. Right there. And man, there's gonna be some great walking, I swear. And when the time comes and I'm older, I don't have to go any place. I can just walk out. See, and there's the end. I'm not gonna go all the way over there. It's like another 20 yards or so, 25 yards. But that's it. That concludes today. I'll be back at it tomorrow. I'm gonna skip the weekend. I'll probably bring the wife out here to check it out, to see how much work I've done. And yeah, until next time.